Mm-hmm. Do. Try that, Trev. My dude. Try that. All right, we're good. We're back. Yes, I know. Well, we're only on. The only problem is that we're only on YouTube. So I don't know for everyone who's joining or who will join. I fucking don't care. It's fine. This is a testing 1 2 3. We gotta figure this out. It's no fun. You should be good, Trev. Sent StreamYard. Sent StreamYard. Yard link. X. Try that. See how that works. Well, now we're just gonna wait for Trevor because I'm not doing anything without my dude Trevor. It's not happening. So that should work though. The only problem is, like I said, we're only gonna be on YouTube, which it is what it is. Can't do much about it at all. No, maybe. Yes, good. There we go.
Holy fuck!
That was a fuck show.
That was
man. The only problem is there's like we had 50 views on YouTube, but like 100 and change on Rumble. So we're gonna miss out on those eyeballs, and that's too bad. But that's fine. It is.
Yeah, well, I don't know what the hell is going on here. Holy
I don't know.
shit.
That was odd. That was really odd. I can't even see the fucking StreamYard. It's the better one.
Yeah.
Oh well, your intro is awesome, by the way.
It seemed really loud. It seemed really loud.
Loud? Really?
Well, yeah. When I was, I had the earbuds in here while watching the beginning. It was like loud. So maybe I got to go back in and adjust the volume on it. I don't know.
Right. Maybe.
So I got this new setup.
Right.
But I'm not sure if I like it because I'm looking here at you.
Right.
But the camera's over there.
Ooh, yeah, I don't know about that. You'd have to put like a dot there or something. Maybe.
Yeah.
Put a dot there. That way you can look. I'm just gonna have to now I gotta go to this stream and then plaster this out to those who give a flying fuck. You know? That's it. That's all you can do. Then we'll just redo. This is redo stream. That's all.
Oh yeah,
it is what it is. Are you here to have fun or what?
I'm here to have fun.
Here to have fun. Damn it.
How come?
What's wrong?
Isn't it? Where are we? Where are we? Like actually on right now? Are we on YouTube?
Yeah, that's just YouTube.
How come I don't see us on YouTube?
I just shared it there. So where was it at again? Here? Nope. This one. Yeah, this one. Here we go.
All right, there. Right now, I see it.
You got it. All right, good.
Yeah.
All right, perfect. Perfection.
All right, so we've got.
Glad I didn't have anything earth-shattering to talk about.
One watching now. That would be me.
Well, I mean, hey, we got someone watching. Don't kill.
It is what a piss off.
It is what it is. What can you do? What can you do, bud? That's the way. That's the way show business is, bud. That's
I know.
The way show business is. You know, technically, for my purposes, I only need 2 people to watch it.
Well, yeah. Okay, give me 1 second here. I'm just gonna move something around. Give me a second.
Are you gonna try? You're gonna fix your camera now. You leave me again. Now I feel abandoned.
Well, I'm here.
I'm gonna have this, and I'm gonna have issues.
I'm here in spirit.
I'm here in spirit. That's it. We gotta test this shit out earlier or something. I don't know what the fuck's going on with Rumble. Rumble's kind of a. I was talking to my buddies anyways, and they were like, Rumble sucks. They're like, Rumble shit. Like it's garbage.
Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, I don't really know it that well. I mean,
Right.
there's, a few shows that I watch on there, but
Right.
it's for freak's sakes. But yeah, like it's I don't know, I guess it's all right. But
yeah,
like
I know.
I don't watch too many things on there. There's the odd one, but not a lot.
Yeah. What the fuck? I just got a comment. That I don't need anymore. Let's get rid of that. That can go away. All right. Jeez, what a fucking nightmare!
Nightmare. What a nightmare. This is crazy.
It's a nightmare. Crazy times.
Better.
There we go.
All right.
Move this over here like this. Okay, we're getting our shit straight. That's what these tests are for, Trevor.
That's what it's all about.
When we make it to the big league.
Yep.
When they find us, when we get discovered, we're gonna say something, that one thing, and we're gonna blow up just like we always do.
Yep. No, yeah. Well, it happens.
I wonder if I should be able to upload your. I should be able to. Yes, it looks like I can. Oh, do you know what we got to do? Oh, good. Right. Actually, I'm fucking glad as fuck. I'm so glad we're on StreamYard. You ready
Why
for
that?
Well, fucking Greg Arcade passed away. We all know that. It was a sad thing that happened. Did you know you know that Greg passed away, right?
Yes, I did hear.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Okay. I think we should do a little bit. I do have something queued up here, so we should let's just play this for now.
Okay.
All right, ready? Here we go.
Why you need to stop thinking for yourself and let us think for you. News journalists everywhere have taken a couple years of college, and this qualifies them to think for you. Presenting two sides of the story could only lead to people thinking incorrectly. Instead, you need to believe our side of the story. We've already selected what's best for you. Everything is in place to keep you safe and keep you healthy. If you are following the rules, report anyone who isn't. You have authority over anyone who's not
Accelerates. They try to break us down, but they don't know.
Yeah, the one, the only Greg Arcade, fucking legend, that guy.
Yep.
I remember when
cheers to him.
Cheers to him, fucking right.
And
cheers.
Godspeed.
Yeah, when I first started YouTube, when he joined the community and shit,
right.
I don't know how many years ago, and we were talking, shooting the shit, and I said, "Oh, so, could you give me some advice or whatever? Like, what do you think? Blah blah blah, and so forth." He sent me like it was like an evaluation. That was an email. It was a fucking giant. Like, try this, try that. You're this, you're that, you're this, you're that. Try this, try that, try this, try that. The two main points was, you swear too much and stick with the Bible. That was his advice. You swear too much and just stick with the Bible. So it was a good dude. I had no problem. He was a good
guy. Well, we knew that you swore too much.
Even Jared Rage be like, you got to stop your swearing so much. I'm like, I know. I'm trying. I try. No.
Yeah.
I should try harder. Anyway,
I'll try.
Okay, on with the show.
Difficulties.
On with the show. That's like
all right.
That's a solid 40 minutes of our life we can't get back now. It's 40 minutes of the stream. That's it. We'll make it gone. Just gone.
Okay, so what do we need to do to get this going so we can use StreamYard onto Rumble? Does it cost some dollaros?
Dollaros, like $50
all
a
right.
month.
All right.
50 a month.
Right.
I don't know why I can't. I don't know why it's just being retarded. I don't know. I don't know why I can't. I should be able to. It's got the slip and lizard one, unless I take out the slip and lizard one and then try to do that with this one.
Well, but no, but you still use your slip and lizard, don't you? Not
like all the time. I've been trying. I've been wanting to, but it's like I don't want to use up material that I could be giving on the show, right? So that's why it's a balancing act of how much shit am I into versus like, because I'm still used to doing it on my own. So because of that, it's like, I don't want to, I would do that. I would like do a video prior in the week and then come, because I was doing it. When the fuck was I doing it? I was doing it twice a week. I tried doing it twice. I tried doing Tuesdays and Thursdays. Was it? Yeah, Tuesday. I tried Tuesdays and Thursdays, but by the time Thursday would come around, I'd have nothing to talk about because I used up all the juice on Tuesday.
Right.
On Tuesday. So then I cut out the Thursday and I just stuck with Tuesday. But then Rage and I would be streaming at the same time. It was like, well, this is a waste of fucking time.
Right. Yeah.
And I asked him, I said, did you change your days? Are you Tuesdays and Thursdays again? He's like, no, Tuesdays and Fridays. I'm like, oh, all right. Well, it's no fucking point of doing that.
Now, isn't it changed again? Now it's like Mondays and Thursdays.
I have no idea. I don't know. I don't know what he's doing now. Yeah. I just get notifications, and not only that, because it'll come through wrong. Like I'll get told on a Tuesday that Derek's streaming on a Sunday, and I'm like, what the fuck? It's kind of late, isn't it? Or is it just a reminder of the fact that he's streaming or something? I don't know. And I get Jeremy too, same thing. Like 3 days later, you get a notification.
Yeah,
fuck, this is done. Like, why? Whatever.
It happens. Yeah.
Anyway, let's get on with this show here. I want to.
All right.
Let's do this. Let's. I don't like.
You got to talk about the
share screen. The King. We'll keep on going with the King because that's what was.
The King.
Yeah, this is. I wanted to listen to this because this is it here. Let's see here what he had to say. Full speech. I don't want the full fucking speech. What the hell? Maybe that's not the right one.
I'm going to sit here in this chair and listen to your peasants.
Yeah. Right? Let's see here. It's not the right one. Was it not the right one? Screen share. No, not the full speech. I don't even know how the fuck that popped up here. Mark Carney, the King wants you. Is this it? Yeah, here it is. Try that. Oh, no volume. Typical. There. What do you say? See here.
To be truly strong, Canada must be secure. To that end, the government will introduce legislation to enhance security at Canada's borders. Law enforcement and intelligence agencies will have new tools to stop the flow of fentanyl and its precursors. The Canada Border Services Agency will be given new powers to examine goods destined for export. to prevent the transport of illegal and stolen products, including cars. The government will discharge its duty to protect Canadians and their sovereign rights from wherever challenges may come at home or abroad. To keep communities safe, the government will hire 1,000 more RCMP personnel.
100 more,
It will
that's it?
change firearms licensing.
What?
And strengthen enforcement of yellow and red flag laws.
I'm sorry. What? They're gonna change? Holy fuck! You have to do a backflip and a somersault to get a fucking guns license.
Yeah,
and like it's checked daily, like daily. Like it's checked for like it goes through the whole database of everyone who's got a firearms license to see if you've been convicted or whatever. Make them stricter. That's it. All the long rifles, because everyone's got. That's what Trevor. All these murders that are happening in Toronto and in all across the cities. In Hamilton, there's been a lot of shootings lately. It's all done by long rifles, of course.
Yeah. And when the criminals are there, they're go, okay, we're gonna hit up this store, but I'm probably gonna need about a year because I gotta get my license first.
Year, dude, I meant like a year and a half.
We're gonna hit this place up in 2 years.
Oh my fuck! It takes forever to come in. It takes forever.
That's what they're doing. They're
and it's all long rifles. It's all the long rifles.
The long
That's
rifles.
The long rifles, not handguns. No.
Rifles.
Not the illegal smuggled across the border handguns that you buy on the black market. No. It's long rifles. That's what we need to curb. All the long rifles that are the military style assault weapons. Like I have military assault style paintbrushes.
Yeah.
They'll assault you with the military style because they're black. They're so scary looking. It has nothing to do with function. It has nothing to do with operation. It all has to do with how it looks. It looks like it's a machine gun. He might want to be Rambo.
You might want to be.
You never know. Yeah. First Blood, man. That's an awesome fucking movie. First Blood.
Oh, that was the
Classic.
best. That was a great movie. And then it kind of didn't go so well after that, but the first one was great.
First one was great. Yeah, that's very raw and gritty. All right, let's keep on with this. What the fuck else he has to say?
All right. Oh, please.
Weapons licenses for those convicted of intimate partner violence and those subject to protection orders will be revoked. Through the deployment of scanners, drones, and helicopters, additional personnel, and canine teams, the government will stem the tide of illegal guns and drugs across the border.
Handguns.
It will take these steps while protecting the rights of law-abiding gun owners and Indigenous peoples' long-standing hunting traditions.
All right.
Long-standing hunting traditions. Get me a deer whenever I want to traditions. Must be fucking nice. Just saying.
Yeah.
The government will bring a renewed focus on car theft and home invasions by toughening the criminal code to make bail harder to get for repeat offenders charged with committing these crimes.
Yeah, but that's just, what do you mean after? So after they've committed the crime, afterwards, it's the after. We're going to strengthen the criminal code. I mean, do people know this? I mean, are you putting out bulletins to like impoverished communities saying if you do home invasions, then there's a tougher? I mean, you were gonna get a tough fine before, and now we're gonna double that. Like, what are there pamphlets going out, letting everyone know? Like, who else is watching this throne speech other than you and I right now? I mean, are the people who are drug addicted and who have malice in their heart, are they watching this and oh shit, we better not do the home invasions anymore because they've toughened the laws?
Well, yeah, like you're right. Like, is it like on repeat offenders? So it's repeat offenders.
It's repeat offenders. Yeah,
slap on the wrist this time, but you do it again. Oh boy.
Let me tell you, that's really going to discourage the ones that are planning to do it now. Like this is their first one. All right, let's go. Let's see here.
along with human trafficking and drug smuggling. During this time of great change, Canadians are uniting behind what makes Canada unique.
GSCCFR, I bet. Fuck. Yeah, I don't know. What do you think?
I mean, there was some of it that he was saying that I was like, all right, okay, I can kind of understand. I can get behind that. But
right,
it's just, well, like for one, if it's people that are newly landed, bye-bye, go, you're gone. If it's not, it shouldn't be a slap on the wrist once. It should be like, no, you just did this. You face the consequences. Bye-bye. Go to jail.
Bye-bye.
Right? That's how you deter people from doing it in the first place. It's like, well, hey, I mean, yeah, you can try, but if you get caught, bye-bye.
Yep. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Right?
Bye-bye. See Lord Jesus in the household, or Lord Jesus?
Hello.
Triple C.
Hello, Triple C.
Do you know who Lord Jesus is?
I do, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. He was my campaign manager. Interesting.
Dude, yes. I should tell you about David Murphy. Sounds like he got juicy stuff. Yo, what's up? What's up, Lord Jesus? How are you, man? Interesting avatar. So you could get Lord Jesus went on.
Yeah.
So you sound like the end of my prayer. That's either the beginning of my prayer or the end of my prayer. One of the two.
Well, we started following each other on X, and then he was in my riding that I ran, right? And then met him. He put, actually, Lord Jesus put together my first meetup in Wallaceburg.
Nice.
And he did put it all together, and it was a really good night. We had a good turnout. And
good.
Yeah.
Good.
No, and then he stepped up. He's like, all right, well, I guess I'm going to be your campaign.
Nice.
Then.
Nice.
So he ordering signs and all that kind of stuff. So, beautiful. He was solid. Beautiful. Solid dude.
He's curious about my name. Yo, Slippin'? Yeah, Slippin' Lizard.
Yeah. Call him Bubbles or Mike. All right, well, I didn't want to say your name, but now that you outed yourself.
Yeah.
So Mike.
Yeah. Just call me Bubbles or Mike, whatever. Okay, Lord Jesus. I always go by the handles. It's LJ. LJ, what's up, LJ? What's up, LJ?
There you go.
Yo, bro.
LJ.
Yo, bro. Yeah, they call me Slip and Lizard, or most people call me Slip. That's how I literally tattooed it on my hand. Slip, because I'm a retard.
Yeah, we had a good time. We went over to his place. We had a bonfire one evening.
Let's fucking go, bud. We're all gonna get together and have a bonfire.
Yeah, he has a bike too. He has a Harley.
Oh,
so
no, okay. You're one of them fancy
He's got the fancy bike.
He's fancy. He's got a fancy bike. What's up, Triple C? I see you. Triple C's in the house too.
Yep.
Well, I mean, we're not here for views, right? So we're just here to have fun.
No, exactly.
The
views will come. The views will come.
Well, yeah, because we're gonna make it big, bud. Make it big.
Yeah. We just got to make sure we know how to fucking stream in the first place. Lord. They said they were going to be on tonight. I don't
know. Like I would put in. I'd pay for the service, but fuck, man, I'm like, he's fucking strapped, baby, strapped.
Yeah, I hears you.
You know that. I know we both know that. So it's like, fuck. I don't know. I'll try to swing. I'll swing you half. That's what I'll attempt to do.
Yeah. I mean, I need probably a couple more weeks, and then I should be all right.
Okay.
Should be all right. It's funny, like the campaign actually took a lot out of me.
I bet.
Yeah.
I bet. All right, let's do one more. Let's do the Carney thing. We got to get into Carney.
Oh my God.
Have to. I want to see what the fuck he says here. I just need to fucking find
the Carney thing.
The Carney.
I just don't like Carneys.
This is Rebel News too, so this is
little hands.
Let's see here. We have sound? No sound? Why do they not have sound? Okay. Like here. What are you saying here?
I know, it's in crisis.
We can control our destiny. We are a brave, bold, confident nation. We are the true north, strong and free. But freedom is something you earn every day. And that strength is something we need to reinforce.
But how do you confront?
We are in a...
Freedom is something you earn every day, Trevor. You have to earn your freedom now. Now we're earning our freedom. We're not just free. No, we earn it.
Yeah.
Earn it.
So you want freedom.
Pardon the fuck out of me?
You better get in line with this,
Who the fuck
digital
you think you are,
currency
bitch?
and everything.
Like, who the fuck you think you're? I have to earn my freedom. Earn my freedom. Earn. And how am I earning it? What? So I wonder what their idea about earning it is. There, Trev. What do you think it is?
Well, I mean, it just to get in line, right? You're going to be part of this technocratic state that we're heading towards. It's going to be digital IDs and digital currency, and
well, that's to come. That is to come. There's nothing we can do to stop it. Like everyone's like, oh, we're gonna fight the system. I'm just stoked to see you guys streaming again. Video lags, so I'm behind everyone. That's all right, Triple C. Well, I know you're here.
No, we're behind too.
Yeah. Social credit score. I mean, we've all been waiting for that with China. Yeah, LJ.
Yeah.
We've been waiting for that with China. And because with China's got that thing going, we're like, oh, it's just a matter of fucking time. I'm pretty sure it's going to come through Twitter, through X.
Mm-hmm.
That's where it's going to come through X, because KX Stigma 666.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you spell 66. It starts with an X. CH. That's the 60.
And
that's the 600.
It's all evil, like evil Trump and evil Elon, but it's all part of the plan, people.
Yeah. Like I know KX 666 is the number of the number of the band or number of beach, which is probably linked to Ezra 2:3 with Adonai came, the Lord has risen up. He had 666 sons. So it's probably that Adonai Cain is the guy. The Lord has risen up. Someone dies and they're risen up again by the false prophet, apparently, blah, blah, blah. And that's the beast. And I saw a post on Twitter today, and it was saying, why are we should not be focused on the rising of the Antichrist. We should be looking for the return of Jesus. You should be preparing for the return of Jesus, not trying to search the news and the radio looking for the Antichrist. We should be preparing for Jesus' return. And they were right. They're right. We have to stop. I have to stop focusing in on the Antichrist and just start preparing for Jesus' return, because his return is very, very, very close, in my opinion.
Right.
My opinion. But I don't know. You have to earn your freedom. Earn it.
Earn it.
Dog you are, Trevor. Through woke policies and...
That's right.
Triple C, haha, yeah, I watched the other vid you tried starting her. That was horrible.
Yeah, that was, well, I'm not sure what happened there. I'll take blame.
Got some frowny faces over there on the Rumble stream.
Did
as
we?
Well.
Yeah. We'll figure it out.
I'm so sorry, guys.
We'll do, if you can do halfers, we'll do half. I'll shoot you some cash. And
I'll send you money.
Well, you want me to do it?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, fucker.
Yes, sir.
I see how it is.
Yeah.
So we had a council meeting today to go over the budget, and we have some pretty there's some smart people. There's a fella, but I don't know, he's probably not watching, but there's a fella named Andre who's in the next town over, and he's run along with me. He's put his name in a few times, so I know who he is, and he follows me now on Facebook and stuff like that. And he's been doing a lot of really good work though. He's been posting. He created a page for West Elgin, and so he kind of puts a lot of stuff out there saying this is what's going on, kind of a thing in the background. We got to be questioning the budget. So the budget meeting was today, so we were watching it live. And they actually, they are going to spend in the budget over $250,000 to put in an EV station, like a charging station. $250,000
in your fucking town.
Well, we already have one. See, but to the credit of two counselors here in our municipality, they actually did question it as well. Because as soon as I saw it, I was like, what the fuck are we fucking spending money on this? And then after, 5 minutes later, the council started kind of put their hand up going, why are we spending all this money on an EV when we could putting this money towards the new fire truck that we purchased that we're also in the hole for. So we could be taking this money from here, putting it over here. So then we're not so much in the hole.
Right.
Because in town we have one, and it's one car uses it. One car, the same car. I always see it. It's the same Tesla that uses this charging station. So I'm like, so why do we need another one?
I think a fire truck would be way better.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
yeah.
that
I mean,
sounds-
the fire
that
truck's
sounds better.
coming either way, but it's just that we're going to
Pay
be
it
in
off.
the hole like $400,000.
Pay it off.
You know,
Yeah,
so
pay it
put
off.
that money towards that.
Makes more
And-
sense.
So yeah, so next Thursday is when we have our interview for the open ward.
Yeah. I mean, most people don't they charge at home anyway? Like what?
Well, yeah. I mean, the majority of people, you're buying one of these cars.
Charge at home,
Yeah,
like
they
overnight.
charge
Plug
at
it in
home,
overnight.
right?
And I mean, I don't specifically. So I mean, it's got 4 wheels and drives.
Mm-hmm.
There'll be mods and hacks to disconnect yourself from the. I don't know, man. The problem is that we're all going to be connected, and that's the fucking issue. Is that they can just push a button and turn your car off.
Yeah.
That's why I'm against it. I'm not against it because it's electric. I'm not against it because I don't, even EV stations, whatever. I don't like the thought of being connected to a network. That bothers me. I mean, that's Elon Musk's dream though, to have every car synced to a network so they all move at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
That he was saying that's the problem with the current automobile industry and the roads is that it's like a waveform. If one car stops or slows down, it sends a wave through. Me and my buddy Neil were talking about this. It sends a wave through the fucking the traffic so that everyone starts braking because guys slow down, then these two slow down, and it just sends a fucking wave of taillights going into the ether.
Yeah.
So I get the whole idea of having every car synced and in a network and how much more faster it would be, but it's the fucking control.
Mm-hmm.
We don't want to be controlled at all.
Yeah, because we don't like what you said. So tomorrow when you go to work, your car is not going to turn on.
Yeah, no, the authorities will be
unless you pay 300 credits.
Yeah, no. That's
right.
300 credits. That's it.
Yeah.
Even the turnstiles at fucking Walmart and shit. We're about to hit. We're about to hit fucking halftime already.
I know.
That was fast.
Just started.
No. I know. I think. Well, let's see if we can get a copyright strike because I think this is OG halftime on it. I don't know what I'm gonna hit. I'm gonna hit something here. It's gonna be. I don't know what it is.
Our own OG halftime, and we're gonna get a hit.
I'm tired. I don't know.
On our own stuff.
I don't know. Yes, actually, overtime, halftime. All right, let's do this halftime because I'm not sure about I think the OG halftime has Metallica. We'll get a copyright strike, and I would rather not get one.
Right. No, not 2 shows in.
Yeah, no, let's not. Let's not. I mean, your content is restricted. It's like 30 seconds of fucking Metallica, and I get nailed for it every time. So maybe it's a good thing we didn't play the intro on this channel. I don't know.
Yeah, and Mike, you're absolutely right. Like, if we're going to put in an EV charger, then have it at a slightly higher rate. So you want to use it because the convenience of it being in town.
True.
Maybe the town should be making some money off of it.
Yep, it's a good idea.
But there was also like another huge cost for a dehumidifying system, but I don't know what it was for. If it was for the rink. But it's like, but we just won the Kraft Hockeyville. Where did all that money go to? Right? Like, but then stop having free skates on the weekend. Charge a couple bucks.
$2.
$2. You already got to pay for somebody inside. You got to pay for the guy cleaning the ice.
Mm-hmm.
So $2. Then you have it free. And I understand you want to give people, an opportunity.
Hey,
to
free is the fucking lake
like that. But it's like
free is the lake. That's the lake. Here we go. Halftime.
Yeah. Okay, go. It's halftime.
Y'all ready for this?
OG halftime.
OG
I didn't realize how short I
halftime.
was today. I was talking to my buddy at work, and he's
Yep.
like, I don't know, 6'2" or whatever the fucking tall he is. I was like, fuck, I feel short. Like, I'm 5'8". But this is ridiculous. I shouldn't feel this short.
Oh, well.
Like in those pictures, I look like a little fucking midget. Midget with EGD in the Manlet Club, apparently, or some shit.
Yeah.
I don't know. So anyway, yeah, that's fucked. I don't know. EV cars.
Yeah,
control.
but it's interesting. Like I'm not sure what's going to happen. Like with next week, I think I have a feeling they already have somebody kind of picked already in the back of their mind
We'll see.
who they want.
Just keep being
fine.
involved. Just keep your face.
Oh yeah, no, 100%.
Being involved and
100%.
fucking, that's all you can do. All right. So what do you want to do first? Do you want to do Jordan Peterson or would you want to do Wesley Huff? Which one would you want to do? One picks a fight, the other one just sort of explains something.
Well, it wasn't that I was trying to pick a fight.
Jordan Peterson it is. All right, let's do this. Where are you at, Jordan? Here it is. Jordan Peterson versus 20 atheists. It's in the first couple seconds of this video.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go.
You're a Christian.
You say that. I haven't claimed that.
Oh, what is this? Is this Christians versus atheists?
Don't be a smartass.
Either you're a Christian or you're not. Which one is it?
You're really quite something. You are.
So he doesn't answer the question.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't answer it. And is there anything wrong with that? No, there's absolutely nothing wrong. If someone asks you if you're a Christian, you don't necessarily have to say yes.
Right.
Christian is something we were called. I mean, you can read in the book of Acts. I forget where we're at exactly in Acts. It is, but we were first called Christians in Antioch. It's a line. It's one of the verses from the Bible. That's when we were first started called Christians. Not when the disciples were following Jesus. It was after he died and the churches started to spread with the ministry of Paul. When the ministry was being preached and being spread across the world, it was Antioch that we were first called Christians, but we're called it. We are not it. We are just called it. So there's nothing specifically wrong with him saying that. He could say that and still be a Christian. And a lot of people, do you believe in Jesus? I act as if I do. That is judge me by my fruit.
Right.
Answer the question for yourself. And he gets so technical. Everyone's like, he's an agnostic. He's an atheist. He's this, he's that. He's like, I'm like, whoa, hold on. Now, technically speaking, what has he said? I act as if I am. Judge me by my fruit. That'd be like, that's like me saying, I'm a good husband. Judge me by my marriage. Or am I a good husband? Am I a good husband? Judge me by my marriage.
Mm-hmm.
Am I a good father? Judge me by my children. What do my children say about me? What does my ex-wife say?
Right.
What do people say about me? That will judge me by my fruit. I mean, he's not. I'm like he's slippery as fuck with his words, but that's just that he's just slippery. That's all. He's just slippery. I would love to have you'd have to phrase the question just exactly right to get him. To say it, but I mean, as long as he's those who deny me to man, I will deny to my Father, and those who acknowledge me to man, I will acknowledge them to my Father. That's what Jesus says. When someone asks me if are you a Christian? Yes, that's what I'm called. I am called a Christian. Yes. Do you believe in Jesus? Yes. Well, I mean, if you believe that which you know is true, then yeah, I believe there is an afterlife. I believe there is a God. I believe there is things out there that we cannot see. They can touch us and speak to us and all the things. Yes. Yes, indeed. Do you believe that Jesus walked the earth? Well, fuck, there's enough proof of it to say yes, he did. Like physically, there was a man named Jesus who died on a cross. That's verbatim. That's a fact. That is a fact. That did happen. Wesley Huff, who I've started following quite. Anything to do with him on YouTube, I'm clicking into the podcast and everything like that. He's a cool dude, man. You got to check him out. Fuck, he knows so much about the Bible. It makes me look like a noob, Trevor. Makes you look
like a noob.
He makes me look like a noob. Wesley Huff. Man, I would love to talk to that guy. Him and I disagree on the Book of Enoch. That's a fact. We disagree on the Book of Enoch. His theory is that when they were trying to figure out, what are demons, what are the sons of God, what are these things that they sort of made up these, it's like the part of the Marvel universe type deal.
Right. Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
But other than that, but yeah. So I mean, technically, so what do you think about that with Jordan?
I really don't like him. So and the part that we were just watching that video though, it seemed like it was kind of like clipped, right? So you don't know
Yeah.
exactly, was it the full
I
conversation?
tried watching that stream. I couldn't do it. I got
Right.
through like 2 minutes. I'm like, they're too aggressive. And you
Right.
could see that Jordan, he's like angry and red in the face because he said in the past that type of shit takes a toll. It takes a toll, and you're rapid fire question. They're so angry, and you get defensive because they're angry and they're using words. LJ says Jordan Peterson made no sense as the pick for the debate. Would have made more sense to host Charlie Kirk. I believe there's actually been one of them. Yeah, Charlie Kirk apparently did the same thing, and it's just as bad. Right. My roommate said he watched it, and he goes, "I got through a little bit." I goes, "You can't. It's just so aggressive. Yeah. It's so aggressive,
right?
So aggressive. Like have an open, curious conversation, one that you're curious about, not that you're trying to prove someone wrong. Have an open debate about it. Like it's not about I'm right and you're wrong. You have questions. You think X because of Y, and like what does science say? But like I even look at science is normally the backbone of it. Like you can verify the Bible through science. It's very scientific. Like when you read it, I mean, even the book of Genesis, the creation story. If you look at it through the lens of evolution or selective breeding, it makes sense. Like, oh, I guess so. Even that, I was watching I was watching Joe Rogan. He was talking to the guy from the Y-Files, and what they're saying is without the moon at the Earth, it would be a haze. There would be a constant haze, a constant dew, because the moon's gravity sort of stabilizes our planet so we can form clouds and stuff. So they were saying on the podcast that it was like a haze or a constant mist that was across the planet without the moon. And then when you read Genesis, it talks about it. It says that how there was just a dew fell, and that's why nothing was really growing, because there was no rain. It was just a dew that fell.
Right.
I'm like, well, wait a minute, hold on. That kind of fits in with that moon. I don't know. Joe Rogan with what the fuck's the guy's name? I definitely recommend watching it. It was good.
Well, there's talking like in ancient, different.
Jimmy Carr. That's it. Jimmy Carr. No. AJ Gentile. Yeah, AJ Gentile was the episode number 2327. It was good. It was a bunch of bullshit. Aliens and the crop circles was cool as fuck too. That was really good. Have you looked into crop circles?
Well, I mean, kinda, but I'm not sure if I'm not really into the alien stuff. I'm not sure about that.
LJ wants to come on.
Well, he wants to talk about the Jordan Peterson thing, I think.
We can do Jordan Peterson.
Yeah.
You want to toss him a link?
Mike's got a phenomenal radio voice.
Let me hear this. Then
you want to come on?
Shoot him a link, see if he's brave enough. We got another 50 minutes.
How do I shoot a link? Can I?
Copy paste the one I sent you.
Oh, okay. Jesus, hang on.
Yeah. I want to talk about Wesley Huff as you're bringing him on. If he comes
All right.
Wesley Huff. All right. So Wesley Huff got into it with a panel. He was on a panel. Wesley Huff is a Bible scholar that I follow. He knows so much about the Bible. It's amazing. But he got pinned down, and people have been reposting this about him sort of dodging the idea from the host that the Orthodox Church was the true church. So I've been bombarded with this. I saw it online. It's been shared, about how this podcasters schooled Wesley Huff on this subject. And all Wesley did was sort of dodge it. He dodged the question because we don't like talking badly about other faiths. We don't. I don't want to slam my brother. I don't want to. I think he might be doing some things wrong, but I'm not here to badmouth. He wasn't there to badmouth the Orthodox Church. So apparently he made a Twitter post about this. I didn't see this till now. Ortho bros, whatever that means, out here making way too much of my comments on flagrant. So let's get it out in the open. No, I do not think that the modern Eastern Orthodoxy is the true or original church. Neither do I think for the Roman Catholicism. Unlike Eastern Orthodox and the Roman Catholic, historical Protestantism doesn't even make the claim that the early church has to look like the modern Baptist church I today attend and minister at currently. I am fully and thoroughly a convictional Protestant. I believe the faith and practice I hold to in the confession of and church covenant of my church to be both true and reflective of the clear and plain teaching of Scripture. By not wanting to get into the weeds on the podcast, many misinterpreted that I was implying that somehow think that the Eastern Orthodoxy is the original church. I don't even in the slightest. If you are interested in my friends and fellow Protestant theologian, and he gives some links for people to go if they want to check out. And I have to agree with him. I looked at the doctrine of the Orthodoxy Church because I got someone's been trying to pick a fight with me over it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, fine, let me look. I didn't want to look. I didn't care. I just didn't care. But this shit keeps getting thrown up. It's like, upon this rock I shall build my church. What does Jesus? That's what Jesus said. Upon this rock I shall build my church. Okay, well, what does that mean? He was talking to Peter. He said, "Your name is Simon. I'm changing it to Peter, Petra. On this rock, Petra rock, I shall build my church." What does that mean? Like, I was like, I don't even know what the fuck that means. For the longest time, I just sort of like, okay, well, does that mean we should be concentrating on the books of Peter? Because there's only 3 of them: 1st, 2nd, and 3rd Peter, right? So I'm like, because I find that Paul's teachings are really heavily relied on through Christianity, and a lot of it, he says, this is just my opinion, but whatever. I'm not going to get into it. No, because Peter was in Rome. Peter got killed in Rome. He was hung upside down on a cross in Rome, right? He had a ministry, and he had a strong presence in the ministry in Rome. Like, he was the bishop. He was the bishop in Rome.
Yeah.
So anything that sprouted out of that ministry was the rock. That is the rock. Peter's ministry is the rock, which is the Roman Catholic Church. It is. That's just a fact. Upon this rock I shall build my church. Peter died in Rome. The ministry in Rome is what the Roman Catholic Church is based off of. That's it. That is the one. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. The Bible is true, but that's the difference between Protestantism and the Roman Catholic Church and the Orthodox Church, is that we believe that the only authority that is there for anything to do with Christianity is in these pages right here. This is the stop and go, the Bible, not church tradition, not church congregation, not church saints or forefathers or angels or whatever the fuck you worship. I don't give a flying fuck. For a Protestant Christian, that's the only authority, is the Bible. That's it. That's dead stop. So anyone who wants to debate on who or what is the true Christian church, read your Bible, look at what's being taught in your parish, and then come talk to me. Until then, I don't care. Like, it is what it is. It's Rome. Now, unfortunately, I don't agree with a lot of things that go on in the Roman Catholic Church. So it's my hope that the seat, that they call it the seat of Peter, came out with the Protestants. Because the Reformation was to reform the Catholic Church because it just was going fuck wild.
Right.
Fuck wild.
Yeah.
So
gotcha.
That doesn't work neither, because so the Eastern Orthodox Church and the Roman Catholic Church, they actually excommunicated each other. It's wild. When they excommunicated, they're like, fuck you, no, fuck you, fuck you, no, fuck you, fuck you, no, fuck you, no, fuck you. Right? So, I mean, I was originally thinking like, well, Yeah, see, the Orthodox were right. We're, in the presence of 2 or 3 witnesses, the truth shall be confirmed. In the presence of two witnesses, i.e. the Orthodox Church and the Protestant Church, we both said the Catholics are doing it wrong. That was my original thought until I read what is practiced in the Orthodox Church. I went, oh, that's why Wesley's not Orthodox. Yeah, neither am I. Neither would I be. Yeah, 100%. No, I would not be. Yeah.
Right.
Anyway. Yeah, so I was curious because he went on this podcast with Flagrant, and it was really good, and they were very respectful for everything like that. So, yeah. Anyway, what do you think about that, Trev?
Well, when it comes to the religion part,
I think LJ's ready to go. Here we go.
Yeah. Oh, is he in?
He's in. He's here. He's just
Nice.
doesn't have a camera, and he doesn't have a camera, so we're just gonna.
Oh yeah, but that's okay.
That's all right. You don't need a camera. That's probably smarter anyway.
How you doing? Can you hear me?
I can.
That is a beautiful radio voice. Hello, LJ. How are you doing, buddy?
Not bad. Yourself?
Listen to this guy's sweet vocal cords, Trev. Oh my gosh!
I told you.
Oh my goodness!
I was actually trying to set up for a podcast with Greg Wycliffe. I'm sure you know.
I know who Greg is.
Yeah.
Yeah. But every time he comes back to me, he's re-asking what I wanted to talk about in the podcast, and I just haven't gotten. I've explained it already, but anyways, I'm not sure what the communication error is there.
Right.
So there's a
lot
lot
to talk about again.
There's a lot more that I kind of want to break down in this, but I'll try and just keep it to a couple of short.
The Jordan Peterson? Yeah.
Not specifically Jordan Peterson.
Okay.
So there's a misconception that I believe that happens to be in the minds of people who are religious, that atheists are typically the people that you see who are the very loud atheists, whether it's the Richard Dawkins type, whether it's Sam Harris. I don't believe they're actually definitionally atheists. Richard Dawkins on the fence, maybe he's well, no, I'd still not classify him as atheist, I guess.
All right, LJ. Let me ask. So where do you stand religiously? Are you Christian? Are you Buddhist? Are you Hindu?
No. So I am implicitly atheist. I don't tell people. It's not a label, right? And that's the problem.
I just wanted to kind of get a feel of
no problem
where you're at. Okay, go ahead.
But that's the problem that the atheist label has, is that the ones who are taking on the label as an identity, the ones with the loud voices, are the ones misrepresenting the definition of it.
True. I mean, I don't look at it that way. That type of a setup where it's an interview and they're aggressive and stuff like that's not a conversation. And it's not a conversation,
but it's also definitionally. It's also definitionally not atheism. So atheism, by definition, is the lack of belief in God or gods.
Yes.
And the people that you see with the loudest voices are arguing that God doesn't exist.
Right.
That's an anti-theist. And that's a word that doesn't reach many people's vernacular.
Yes,
that does vernacular.
I like that. An anti-theist, yes. All right, so atheist is lack of a god.
It's lack of belief. So an atheist, by definition, could not believe there is no God.
We'll say that again.
Do you see what I'm saying? An atheist, by definition, could not believe that there is no God. That is not what they believe. There's no belief. So being that atheism is, and if you break down the word itself and its Latin roots, it literally means no belief or lack of belief in God or gods. That is not the same as believing in the negative. It's not a negative belief.
No, there is no belief.
Right, exactly. So how do you go around and propose, oh, I'm gonna label myself as something that I'm not? That's nonsensical.
Yes.
And so what I see as an issue coming forward is that as the pendulum swings back and Christianity comes back into popularity, I believe it is. You don't think so? I see a rise in popularity of Christianity. Right now. Yes.
Yeah, right now. We're all beheaded.
Right.
So that means it's not very popular.
Right. Okay.
So somewhere along the line, it stops being popular. Right now, there seems to be it's a facade. It is a facade because I was watching figures that it's actually going down in numbers. So
It's
there
still
is
going down.
the numbers, the Christianity is actually on the downturn. And the rise in, I think that's a facade. I think that's,
But is that
numbers.
accounting for all age demographics? Because my perspective is that the younger generation is turning towards Christianity more.
Possibly.
Is there something that you've seen breaking down the younger generation?
No, the older generation.
From I've seen anecdotally, I think the younger generation is turning towards Christianity now.
Younger generation, I wouldn't know. That I didn't know. It wouldn't surprise. Like even with Jordan Peterson, them saying that he's agnostic, he's a pseudo Christian, he's this, he's that. He's a gateway drug. Mm-hmm. He's a gateway drug. He's a gateway to it because he talks about the Old Testament, and you'll hear a little bit about the Old Testament. Oh, the Bible's kind of cool after all, and then maybe I'll read it. So he's a good gateway drug. So I don't bitch too loudly about him. Not too loudly.
Yeah. But again, in the clip that you showed, and yes, there's a lot more context to that clip. I didn't watch the entire episode, as you said. It's a bit hard to watch through.
It's hard. They're anti-theists, so I mean, they're just fucking aggressive.
Well, they're young kids with a lot of chips on their shoulders.
Yeah,
and they're playing dirty games, right? They're not coming in with good faith.
True.
The kid that you showed, he was trying to play a semantic game to corner him.
Right.
And now I saw bad faith on both sides because also Jordan Peterson refused to answer his question. And even though it was a trap, the question itself was a trap, it still made Jordan Peterson look bad.
It did. Mm-hmm. It did. But I mean, he always looks bad. He always does. Like, that's not new. Like, do you believe in Jesus? I act as if I do. Like, what the fuck does that mean? Are you fucking me? Like, wait a minute. That's a yes or no question. But he gets fucky with the word belief. Well, what does belief mean to you? Something you know to be true. Well,
yeah, no. Belief is to live as though something were true, basically regardless of whether there's evidence to support it in some regards. I'm trying to word this in a way that fits the definition properly without having a dictionary.
Let me ask you though. Let me ask you. So
believing in something without fact.
Yeah, believe in something without fact. I mean, that's circular because using the word belief, but yeah.
Well, yeah. Why are you an atheist? Why?
I cannot be convinced. So to me, there's nothing personal against. And let me just insert this in here. For many years now, I have been supportive of the Christian values, traditions that we have. I'm to not sound like a cliche, I hope, I'd like to be an ally with that Christian demographic because I see the net benefit to our society.
Yes. That's how it started. Mm-hmm. And I mean, it kind of worked.
Yeah.
Not so much when the Roman Catholic Church was in charge, but I mean, that's my issue. That's
right.
I think about it, like, we were in charge before.
In reality, I believe most people's gripe in reality is actually the organized religion of it, the Catholic Church, or whether it was Protestants, and Catholics in Europe fighting each other. That had whether it's certain
English
things
and
the priests did,
France and Britain. I mean, Protestants and Catholics. That's why.
Yeah.
That's the why.
Yeah. And it totally ignores the more rudimentary basis that you ascribe to. Is there's values that you're living by that I believe they are in. I believe they're in a good place of morality. I believe they come from the right intent. And I think it's shown for the last, however many hundreds of years, it's had a net benefit.
You've never come across the situation you've never been able to explain?
What do you mean?
Like ghosts, paranormal activity at all? Weird
Frankly,
dreams?
no. Frankly, no. I've never had any paranormal experience.
None at all. So there's no reason for you to believe there's another side if you've never ran into it.
I've never looked for a ghost. You know, I've had a period of my life where I hit rock bottom, I dearly did look for faith. I believed that I could turn towards um, God or Christianity or something. And anyways, no matter, excuse me, sorry, I'm drinking Jack Daniels. No matter how hard no matter how hard I tried to convince myself.
Cheers.
No matter how hard I tried to convince myself, my mind doesn't accept it. My mind, it perceives things in such a way that faith is not allowed in.
I understand. I used to be that way. I was anti-theist. I was an anti-theist. I was not an atheist. I was an anti-theist for sure. I used to be very aggressive, just like that young child was, and very argumentative, and I believe science was the way, but I was very anti-theist, almost agnostic in a way, because I still believed in God, but it's just it wasn't what everyone told me he was.
Yeah.
I didn't want to hear it. I'm like, it's not what if it is real, it's not how you say it is, type deal. And it wasn't until like I experienced the paranormal. I don't know if you've heard the story, if you watched the show before or not, but I was walking on James Street on Barton, between Barton and James. There's a hidden corner. I went to step across the street. The little man came up on the sign and I couldn't move. I'm like, the little man's there. I want to walk, but I can't. So I stepped back up on the curb and a white van went in front of me and would have killed me if I hadn't crossed the street. It was it fucked my brain for a year. And then I went looking to have it explained. And then I ran into the Bible, because I was, everything was, for me, it was scientific. Like, a bird laid an egg and it became the earth. I'm like, no, I'm sorry. I don't like that creation story. Not that one. And then, it's just like, that doesn't make sense. But then when I started reading the Bible, I'm like, this shit kind of makes that's doable and that's possible. And I mean, I could kind of see this with a class 5 civilization, blah, blah, blah. And, I'm into aliens and stuff. And I believe in evolution. I call it selective breeding. But I mean, especially in Genesis, when it says, let the earth bring, God said, when God created the world, according to the Bible, he didn't actually bring the shit forth. The earth, let the earth bring forth trees and animals and blah, blah, blah. Well, how would the earth do it? Evolution, you
are aware of the difference between abiogenesis and evolution, correct?
I don't know. No.
Okay, so abiogenesis is the theory that life sprang from nothing, whereas evolution doesn't make any such claim.
Oh. No, I did not.
Yeah. Evolution only looks at the progression of one form of a species to the next.
Right. Yeah.
Hold on. Trevor, take over for a bit. I'll be right back.
All right.
2 points, Trevor.
Oh, doing the points
2
again.
points.
Yes, I go pee. But yeah, you're kind of right, because evolution, it doesn't really look at how it started. It just, like you said, it's just one, like a species evolving.
Right. It's the progression of the mutations, whether it's good or bad. And there's another mistake that's made by people who try to argue for or against it, is the assumption that all evolution leads to something better. And that's based on the idea that, well, Darwin said that it's the survival of the fittest. So then evolution must always end up being the species we see as the fittest. Well, that's not entirely true.
Because you would also adapt to your environment. So then if your environment is of a certain ilk, we'll say, and it evolves into that, but if the environment all of a sudden changes rapidly, then now you're not adapt. Where maybe before you were, but then it changed. So
and also there's cases in which there will be a random mutation which is not beneficial, but it doesn't exactly die off the same day.
Right. Yeah. So go back to the other part. The other
abiogenesis.
Yes.
So abiogenesis, it's based on the idea that at some point in time in primordial history, somehow some amino acids, some proteins in a pond was probably struck by lightning or something similar, and the first RNA strand was created just through a natural process, and
Right.
that
Yeah.
went from there.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a totally different theory.
Correct.
And people get those two mixed up.
Right. True. But I guess, from one, you would kind of lead you into the other.
Yeah, there's an overlap.
Yeah.
For sure. But no, I wanted to have a bit of a discussion at some point in order to get it out, because I feel like I'm actually a silent majority of people who are, I guess, just non-believers, if you want to call it that. I think definitionally atheist fits. Your audio is not on, Slippin'.
Valid. Thank you. I just
There you go.
no, that's a valid point. Yeah, non-believer, that works.
Yeah. I think it's actually a silent majority that I'm a part of, because, as I said, if you don't believe in something, you have no reason to talk about it. I typically don't talk about it. So what you end up hearing from are voices that don't represent me.
Mm-hmm.
I value the traditions and the morality of Christianity. I have no reason to fight you.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where I stand.
Yeah, and I mean that for me, it's like when I first became Christian, I was a Bible thumper. I berated my ex-wife, berated her with the Bible and nonstop talking about it nonstop, because I was passionate about it. I've learned over the years not to be that way. I'm no longer like that. People can believe what we don't always have to talk about religion. I don't have to talk about it all the time. I like talking. I love talking. Ask Trevor. I love talking about the Bible. I love it, but I don't have to. So when I'm with people, it's not like I'm berating them. They know I'm Christian. If anyone ever has a question or they're curious about my faith, I'm more than willing to share. But if you don't give a fuck, then I'm not going to talk about it, because there's no point.
Yeah, it's one of those characteristics of born again Christians that really puts people away. Especially people like me, where it's every 5 minutes. Have you found Jesus yet? Have you found Jesus yet? Have you found Jesus yet?
Oh yeah. Yeah. I'm one of them. Yeah. I'm one of them. Yeah, I was really bad. Yeah. Born again Christian. Yeah. See, like even the word Christian, like I'm a disciple of Jesus Christ. That's the way like Christians are. To be called a Christian is you're called a Christian. So I mean, that's just what you're called. What are you then? A disciple? I don't know. It's weird. Yeah.
Yeah, no, like to the Jordan Peterson thing, he really did not earn his place there, I don't think.
Well, Charlie Kirk apparently there was a one with Charlie Kirk in it. I
didn't see that one.
Yeah, apparently.
I should look that up.
Yeah.
I found Charlie Kirk is actually okay, this is not on tangent, but I watch those short clips of Charlie Kirk oftentimes because he's a very good debater, and I enjoy watching that. But there was one where he was explaining to this girl who couldn't explain her own position how he defines himself as a conservative, and he went on to explain. The first thing he said, "I'm a conservative because I believe in small government," but that's not conservatism by default. That's conservatism in modern day only because it aligns with the current counterculture against the establishment.
Well, what's the actual position of conservatism?
Well,
large government?
No, it's not large government per se. It's not small government per se. Causing the government to reduce in size is an aspect of libertarianism.
Well, to conserve, like a conservative means you want to conserve the amount of power, because that's technically what it should be.
In traditional sense, conservatism is about conserving the status quo. So, in other words, the establishment is already there, protecting. Yes, conservatism is seen as the fail stop against the, what do you call that?
Well, that would make sense, though.
The push of progressivism is to stop the push of progressivism, essentially.
Yes, that would make sense. To conserve the status quo, it means to preserve what we have right now. to preserve it, not to fix it, but to preserve just this base reality that we have right now. The laws that are to conserve this mark right here.
It's
not
to
go
say,
back in time, not to change things to go back to the way they used to be, to conserve the way we are right now. Versus the liberals, which is more, like you said, progressive. But I mean, when you look at the conservative government right now, and Trevor, you agree with me, that they're just as progressive. I mean, I don't know what the fuck Pierre was thinking. With this election. Yeah. But I mean, the conservatives were basically the liberals. Like, they're going to the mosque, they're going to the fucking India place. They're talking about increasing immigration. It's like they were pandering. They started pandering just like the liberals did, and that's why they fucking lost.
Why wouldn't he slip? That plane was given to him by the freaking Indian. Who was that? One Indian. You know, that big jumbo jet that he got? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's Trump.
Oh, no. I'm talking Pierre. Pierre got on lease a jumbo jet from Indians. Yes.
What?
One of the biggest campaign donors of Pierre's campaign was people from India, the Indian government as well.
Right.
Oh, I did not know that.
Oh yeah.
Trevor, your take on it?
Well, no, I mean, I agree, right? It's, you know, conservatives now are not your classical conservative, right? They watch the polls, you know, they pander, like you said, and they adopt, because it's almost like they want so bad to get into power, they just go wherever the breeze takes them, instead of sticking with their values. And what,
that's
you know,
why you ran for the PPC, not the conservatives.
Well, that is true.
That's why.
That is true.
That is why, right there.
But I think there was huge. I mean, everybody knows in this room speaking is that there was huge, election interference, and it was done by the U.S., but it was to help the liberals.
It's a fucking puppet government. How many times has the U.S. installed what is the fucking word I'm trying to find when they install a government? What is that?
We're talking about regime change.
Yeah, regime change. Whatever. Yeah, where they're friendly to the U.S.
They have what do you call it? What's the word?
Right? There's a fucking word for it. Totally.
Frick.
Right.
I need more wine.
Right.
You're right, because that's what happened like in the Ukraine in 2014. A coup. I don't think
it's
a coup. Necessarily a coup.
It's not a coup.
It's not that, because then that's more of
regime change. It's more along the lines of regime change.
Yeah.
But there is a specific word for it. I just can't fucking remember. That's interesting. What Pierre is playing explains why he has the pandering to the Indians. You're fucking right. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Happy Vaisakhi, Triple C.
That's it. Fuck. Man. But
do you remember that slip on Easter weekend? He went out to, I don't know, Brampton or some, one of those kinds of places, and went around with the rag on his head. Happy Vaisakhi. He did nothing about Easter.
Yeah,
not
Easter
a fucking thing.
Ignored.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Good job, Pierre. Thanks for pandering to the Indians.
Yeah.
Nobody knows what the hell Vaisakhi even means.
I don't know. Vaisakhi
sounds like an Asian freaking alcoholic drink.
That's what I was going to say. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Yeah, Vaisakhi. Sake.
Can we get a round of Vaisakis over here?
That's right.
I'll take a double, thanks. That's true.
Right.
Yeah.
Go easy on this stuff.
Never had it. Never had it before. I don't know. Yeah. Oh, Trump. Oh, please. He fucking totally interfered in our elections and totally got his puppet government that he wanted.
Yeah.
He didn't want Pierre. No. Fuck off, man. Why would you fuck with our elections? After going through what he went through, with the Democrats and the all the fucking legal issues he had, they stole the government. They stole the election. I don't even know if I can say that. But they stole, after going through all the shit he went through, and then you had to fucking do the shit. You couldn't have fucking waited till after our election.
You do know about his
fucking assholes.
You do know about Carling's dealing with, I think it's, what is it called? The Brookfield Asset Company?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah.
He bailed out Jared Kushner.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Jared Kushner, wasn't he instrumental in loaning Elon Musk the money for Twitter?
Yeah, he was one of the loaners.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
I sometimes wonder if there's a little bit more that Trump has on him. I mean,
Possibly.
as soon as Carney came back from the meeting in the White House, all of a sudden, what's her name? Oh, what's that? Fat thighs.
Fat thighs.
Freeland?
Freeland, thank you.
Yeah.
Freeland got demoted down to transport minister.
Bitch. Fuck you.
I don't like dealing with that one.
That's
That's
interesting.
not a coincidence.
That's
That
not
is
a that's not a coincidence because they do not like her at all. Yeah, they
No.
don't like her at all.
No.
I don't know. Fuck.
I think there's certain people Trump believes or knows that he has enough dirt on in order to keep them where he wants them. That's a possibility.
I.e. Kearney.
Yeah.
I.e. Kearney.
I mean, the amount of photos of him hanging out with Ghislaine Maxwell. And,
Hello. Hello. Where were
Yeah.
you, Mr. Kearney? Are you on a list? Mr. Kearney, are you on a list, sir? I don't want to be on a list. Lists are bad. We're already on a list. Now you're with us, LJ.
Yeah, we're on a different list.
Yeah, now we're on a different list.
All right, good.
By the way, welcome to the club, bud.
Yeah.
All right, thanks. Appreciate it.
You're gonna get your visit soon. Don't worry.
That's why he kept his camera off.
What is
I
that?
fucking right. What's his name? Lord Jesus. That's his name. Lord Jesus is his
Oh,
name.
I've given up enough about myself by now, I think.
That's all you need, LJ. That's fine. How are you known by? My name's LJ. That's dude. You have to just be like me. What's your name? Slip and Lizard. No, seriously. What's your name? It's Slip and Lizard. Like
Yeah.
That's all you're getting. That's it. Now, what do you
Yeah.
want to know my name for? Why do you want to know my? Well, this is just a character I play on YouTube. This is just a character, right, Trev?
That is true.
We're just characters. Yeah, we're just characters. That's it. That's
Well,
what
I mean, my character is that it's real, and all of a sudden, ding dong! What the fuck?
What
They got
the
here fast.
when they pull us in court, I'm just gonna say it was a character I played on TV. I don't understand what this. We were acting, right? We're acting. We're not allowed to act anymore. I didn't know that was, So the people that play Hitler are actually Nazis, I guess. Okay, cool. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. I'm insane, obviously. I dress in a bathrobe and I call myself the plaid wizard. I think I could claim insanity.
You're insane. Yeah,
I could do it. I could pull it off, I think.
hilarious.
That just sounds like a fun night with MDMA.
Ooh, I've never tried that stuff. Never.
Neither have I, but I've seen people on it.
Yeah.
So what's the path forward there, LJ? What do you think? What do you think the path forward is? What's going to happen? Social credit score, you were saying in the chat.
I was wondering what you meant specifically by path forward. I was going to say, well, if you're talking about Trevor's campaign, I'm keeping my eye on him because he said he's going to be campaigning next election. But path forward for Canada in general, you mean, or path forward
in general?
In general. I try to keep a lot of theories open in my mind. I have a worst case scenario worry for what Trump could be. I cross my fingers, hope that I'm wrong on a worst case scenario.
You think he's the Antichrist?
Well, I don't believe in that sort of thing.
Valid point. Valid.
Yeah.
Valid.
But it would be a very elaborate Trojan horse for globalism.
Okay, so I can go globalism with you, like the unification of the world under one government. Okay, which is biblical, by the way. We're not going to get into it.
Well,
do you see that? Do you see how do you as a non-believer, how do you come up with that theory that they're even looking to do that? Are you just looking at the
Well, I mean, it goes back probably over 100 years for sure.
Well,
George Orwell.
Elon's grandfather was a technocrat.
Right.
And he was arrested here in Canada to try to do it. And that plan was to include Greenland. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was all one big country. And all of a sudden, what comes up in conversation? Greenland, Panama, right? Canada.
Panama. Yeah, Canada. What do you think the odds of him actually succeeding in taking over Canada? What do you think the odds are of that happening?
You asking me or Trevor?
You, both of you.
I'll take the ball.
Well,
first.
I mean,
or Trevor will take the ball.
I'll go first.
Yeah.
I think Carney's kind of here to kind of liquidate us.
Final sale.
Yeah, that's my belief anyway. Like, like how do you come into power? You're not going to have a budget. Now he's backtracking a little bit, saying that okay, well, we'll do up something, but I actually kind of think that that's the route that we're going is, that's why Trump wanted him in there.
We say LJ,
and they're all pals. I mean,
I think this could go under Carney. I think this could go either way because most of it's theatrics at the end of the day.
Well, yes, very true.
When they do the changing of the guards, like they threw out Trudeau because wildly unpopular, they bring in Carney because the largest demographic of voters is low information voters, low IQ voters. So they see a face change and they think the entire regime's changed.
Mm-hmm.
So it placates the masses and things can go on right under their nose and they won't look at it. I think Carney might be, in the meantime, at the very least, he might be there just to give a bit of a passive outlook so that as things happen behind closed doors, nobody asks questions. I'm not certain, but
well, according to Carney's office, because I have it pulled up, he is staunch that where's it on here? Let's see. I have it. I tell you. No. No. Maybe I don't. I saw it. It was a Twitter one. A Twitter. No, that's not it. No. I don't have it up. But it was from the premier's office that he had, because Donald Trump went off again about, we're going to include Canada, but it's going to cost you $67 billion.
Yeah, $61 billion for the Golden Dome.
The Golden Dome. Yeah.
Unless you become part of the states, and then it's free.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's not really a good incentive. And Carney put out a statement saying, listen, I've said it before, I'll say it again. We are an independent, sovereign nation. Thanks, but no thanks. From the premier's office. So, I mean, everything that he's saying is like, no. This is it's funny, haha, but no thank you. Thank you, but no thank you. In the proper Canadian fashion,
Well, but it would be too soon for him to say that.
Because we're in crisis.
Not go along, because he was like, well, yeah, but we just elected you because it was elbows up.
We're in crisis. We're in crisis.
We're in a crisis, so he's got to let the crisis play out a little longer.
We're in crisis. That's all you keep saying. Yeah. We're in crisis. Oh, well, we have no choice. We have no choice. We have no choice. We're going. How long are we going to go? Let the fucking Canadian dollar plummet. Let all massive unemployment rates.
Yeah.
Massive.
Until there's no other option. It's like, well, we're going to have to, because I'm a banker and I know better.
We'll see. That's so right now as it stands. It's a we'll see, I guess, in my opinion. It's a we'll see.
Yeah.
I mean, it's funny when every time Donald Trump says it, I kind of laugh. I'm like, that's funny. You're joking, right?
Right.
Please tell me you're joking. Like, I would not be, I'm telling you right now, LJ, I would not be, I won't be crying if I get the Second Amendment. Just saying.
There's certain aspects. Yeah, definitely.
Certain. Like, the Constitution. I mean,
the fact that it's a republic. I mean, our parliamentary democracy is not exactly the best framing for any.
It's not. I mean, everyone's like, we're a sovereign nation, blah blah blah. It's like, well, sovereign. I read in the previous stream. I read that it goes crown is on top. He's the head of state. And we are a federal state. We're a federal state, and he's the head of state. So we're still connected to England. Which is that a bad thing? Well, the founding fathers of Canada was Britain, France, Ireland, Scotland, and the natives. That's the founding of the Corporation of Canada right there. So what about France? France is not loyal to the crown. So we cannot really abide by that, the old traditions, the old way. Like Canada strong. It's like under the British Empire.
Right.
It's Canada. That's why it's red. That's why the red instinct is
the only
red.
The only sovereign is the king, by definition.
By definition. Yeah. So I mean, like the old Canada. No, we don't want the old Canada. We want Canada that's founded through the spirit of Canada. That's what we should all hearken to, is the spirit of Canada, which is France, Britain, Scotland, Ireland, and the natives. I think it is. I don't think Wales is in there. Wales isn't in there, is it? No, it's not. So no. I mean, that's the spirit of Canada.
Wales?
Yeah, Wales isn't in there. No, it's Ireland and Scotland. That's the red instinct.
Well, I mean, I think even at that time the English were claiming Welsh was theirs anyways, weren't they?
Yeah, something like that, probably. But I mean, there's the spirit there of those four voices. Those four voices speaking is the spirit of Canada. That's the spirit of Canada. So to say that to hearken back to the olden days when we were a British colony, and that France ain't no fucking part of no British colony. France was its own thing.
Right.
So I mean,
it was at the tail end of the what was it, the 100-Year War, right?
Yeah,
the tail end of that.
Yeah, exactly.
So, well, I guess whoever has the most shares in the Corporation of Canada,
right. There you go. So I mean, but I mean,
at this point, possibly BlackRock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Fuck. At this point. I look at the fur traders. I look at the pioneers when they arrived here and started building this nation. That spirit of cooperation with the indigenous to help us fucking live, because when we got here, we almost fucking died. Because we didn't know how to. The winters were harsher than England, and we didn't know what to eat, and they helped us. So I mean, that spirit of cooperation, the spirit of truce between England and France, where there is a truce there is a peace between the two countries, between the two religions. As a matter of fact, between the Protestants and the Catholics, there is a peace there. Along with the peace that we have with the natives, where they helped us. That spirit of peace and understanding and giving and kindness and being polite and the Canadian way, that's the spirit we should hold on to. I mean, fine, if the States come in and take us over, I mean, it ain't Canada, but it's the new Canada underneath. I mean, do we lose our heritage, or do we just have a big brother now? Like, we're just, I don't know.
Well, I mean, I guess it wouldn't be any different than how, people in Louisiana or Texas have a different type of culture than they do in Maine or,
true,
California, right?
True.
It would be, that's the Canadian state of Canada. Yeah, they're weird up there.
True.
A lot of maple syrup on everything.
Right? Anglos, they all.
I swear, people from Minnesota sound more Canadian than I do.
Right.
Oh yeah,
right.
That is true. But that's a Western. They have a bit of like a Western.
They're further north. Accent. They're further north than us.
Yeah.
Well, they are. Yeah, true.
Back to what you were saying though. Like, why did I come to the conclusion of globalism? I mean, I've been following for quite a few years. It all started with me being obsessed with the climate change retards. But yes, I'm allowed to say retards now, right? On YouTube, even.
No, it's cool.
Is
on
it
YouTube?
Cool to say?
I think so.
All right, I hope so. I've been saying it for a time, so.
Yeah. I don't think we ever stopped.
No, that and faggot. I mean, those two words are my favorite words. Are my favorite words. If I like you, I'll probably call you a faggot. If I like you. That's how cool we are.
But I have kind of a rudimentary overview on some of the history of where globalists had their plan. Some of it was outlined early on by Eric Arthur Blair, otherwise known as George Orwell, where in 1984 he was actually outlining with what did he call it? Oceania, East Eurasia, all that.
There's 3 countries. Yep.
That was based on knowledge that he had of a plan from the elites wanting to create globalism. It all happens in steps, right? So later on, the Club of Rome, which had already existed at that point, the Club of Rome actually had some documents made public. Have you heard of the Club of Rome's 10 Kingdoms?
No.
Okay, look that up. The Club of Rome is a very old stock elitist group. It, I believe, precedes things like Bilderberg and Davos and all
Right.
that.
Yeah.
And so the 10 Kingdoms was this building plan in order to centralize geographical areas into larger controlled regions that would eventually
Is there a
centralize the
map?
globalism. Yeah, there's a map.
Ooh, the 7 heads will have the 7 heads have 10 horns. Just saying, 10 kings. The 10 horns are 10 kings. Just saying.
Yeah, a lot of what they
Mhm.
did was biblically based.
Just
Well,
saying.
as you know, a lot of them end up, doing Satanistic rituals. It's all biblically based.
They
but
locked
they're
them in
Satanists.
what the running theories is that would put them in a coffin and then get fucked in the ass by someone,
I thought it was they had to watch them jerk off.
or one of the two, whatever.
Yeah, something like
That's
that.
how
Right?
that's how you kept them quiet. You say anything, we're gonna call you gay. We got 3 minutes left because we only do a 2-hour show, and believe it or not, it's been
I know.
it's been 2 hours. Well, I mean,
I know.
it's threw us off a bit. We'll still either get picked up or it won't.
That's all right. We're gonna get past this, and we're gonna have to do something with StreamYard here, and we'll make it right for next week or whenever it is. Is it in 2 weeks?
I'm gonna try to. I might just take a half a day on Wednesdays and just come home. Be 8:30 when we go live, but I mean, fuck it, right? Just run out, hit live, and fuck it.
Yeah,
see what we can do.
All good.
All
good.
I'm pretty fucking weird when it comes with days and times. It's got to be 8 o'clock exactly on Wednesday. That, or we'll have to do it on Sunday. Like if I don't do that, we'll have to do it on Sunday or some shit.
Yeah,
we'll do something different.
Oh yeah, it's fine.
Well, LJ, thanks for coming on, bud. It was
thank you for having me.
Yeah, man.
Thank you for coming on.
Appreciate
It was good discussion,
and he has a great voice.
Yeah, well, Trevor, the only reason why I brought LJ on was because Trevor knew who he was, and he said he had a cool radio voice. So don't get your fucking hopes up there, Chad. If for those rewatching, no, it's not. This is rare. This is rare. This is rare.
Yeah, no, I really appreciate Slipping.
Thank you, man. No, yeah, you'd have a beautiful voice.
No homo.
No homo. Are you married, big boy?
Yeah.
Lucky lady there. Sorry, ladies. He's taken. Sorry, you're shut out of luck.
Yeah, but I got the face for radio too.
That's not true. That's not true.
We wouldn't know, Trevor. How would you know that? We wouldn't know that. My ex-wife, whenever I was working with someone new, is he cute? How the fuck do I know if a guy is cute? I'm not gay. The fuck, go talk to someone who's gay. Maybe they'll tell you. I don't know.
All right, man.
We got 1 minute left. We have to wait.
1 minute? Okay.
We have 1 minute left. 1 minute. Anything else? Any final words there, LJ?
No, take her away.
Take her away, Trevor.
No, I'm good. We'll make sure we get all this, technical stuff.
Yeah, we'll try to
for next week.
Definitely try to
be a
get
bit more professional.
Yeah, I know, right? Well, because
we've only been doing it for 3 years. I don't know what the hell happened.
I don't know. Fuck Rumble. That's
Rumble. That's what happened. Rumble.
Yeah, no, I like it. It's just shit. It is not. I don't like it.
Yeah.
Peace out, people. Thanks for sticking around and coming around. And later, Triple C. See ya.
Good night. See ya.